Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. So, of course, we're still dealing with our government shutdown. No progress there, no action. Trump is saying he will only meet with Democrats if they open the government back up. That's not good enough. Open enrollment is about to begin soon. And people need to make sure they understand what their insurance premiums are. And they can't know what their insurance premiums are if they're not clear if those subsidies to help you with your premiums are going to be extended or not. Families in America need to know this. They're already stretched thin with grocery bills, utilities, you know, all these other things that they have to pay. They need to know how much their health care is going to cost. And Americans, you guys are up against the wall. Your Congress is trying to take your health insurance while your president is telling the American people, you owe me $230 million because you inconvenienced me. Not because I broke the law. You just inconvenienced me and made me look bad. So now y'all got to pay me for that. It's you and I. It's our money that's going to pay Donald Trump. It's not going to come and be some pie in the sky. Somebody's not going to swoop in and just pay the money for us. It's our money. It's money that could have given you health insurance. But now you won't get health insurance. So that Donald Trump can play the game and use our tax money for profit. Because that's what's been happening. Our tax money being used for profit. Tax money used for profit. And we gotta hold our leaders accountable. When you don't hold them accountable, you get what you get, and you're gonna get got. And that's what we're getting. We're getting robbed every day, but we don't pay attention to it. They took your health insurance, a lot of your tax credits away, so that rich people wouldn't pay taxes, and so that Trump could make money. Lisa, nobody can see your comment, but go make me a sandwich. A conservative woman, I don't talk to y'all. I treat y'all like conservative men treat you. You've been blocked, beloved. Bye. Conservative women talking to me, it's like wah, 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 wah. You know, from like Charlie Brown. I don't listen to that. I don't listen to that. You're supposed to be seen, not heard. I saw you here. Now, shh, be quiet. Hey, Maribel. Hey, beautiful. Hey, Sleepy. Hey, Victor. Good afternoon to everybody. Thank you for joining me. Yeah, I don't listen to conservative women at all. They all upset. They need to be upset at this barren ass corn maze that's up here because Donald Trump has ruined the agriculture sector for farmers. But can I say I'm proud of farmers. They got what they voted for. The farmers wanted to be in a position where they said Donald Trump works for them and he's going to make sure that they're taken care of. Not only is Trump not taking care of them, he made sure to give Argentina $40 billion. I just want to go on record to say it's some of the most beautiful shit I've ever seen. Right? Some of the most beautiful shit I've ever seen. Okay? I just want to be clear about all of this. I love every minute of this. I don't feel sorrow. I don't feel sorry. Nothing. You understand? It's a beautiful thing. Good afternoon to everybody. Happy Wednesday. I just want to ask you to do a couple of things for me. If you could tap that like button for me, because tapping is clapping. I appreciate that. And if you could click that copy link button. Copy link counts as a share. You don't even have to send it to anybody, but it helps me out, and I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Now, don't forget the new episode of the Straight No Chaser podcast comes out tonight. And in this episode, I talk specifically about resting, you know, and how a lot of people tend to feel guilty about resting. And why you should never feel guilty about rest, and why it's imperative and why you need it. Why the system want to keep taking, want to mess, it's been messing with your mind since a child, making you think that hustle mentality of robbing Peter to pay Paul, constantly working, burning the candle at both ends. Somehow, some way that makes you better and special. No, it don't. And make you a fool. That's what it do. Make you a fool. That's what it do. And so I talk about that in this week's episode and give you some tips to lean into getting your rest. You understand? Lean into getting your rest. For sure. Lean into it. Lean into it. Now, we're going to talk about a couple of things that went down today. I want to remind y'all, I want to show you something. There's no money for healthcare, right? No money to feed children in schools. No, none of that. But look, it's money for this. Ain't that something? It's money for the President of the United States to tear down the East Wing and build a $200 million ballroom while you figure out why your eggs are $9. Pay attention. Rich people are partying and making money. You know what, Bling Dog? I am going to bring up that nussy. I forgot I had that nussy. Because, you know, I'm a little funny about it. There we go. We can't be showing that without the proper protocols in place. That must be pixelated. We got children that be scrolling through TikTok. Eggs are $9 in some spaces, Codeman, but you'll never know about it because you just got blocked. I'm like Trump. I don't allow dissension from people that I feel like your accounts are fake. Like if you was real, you can have whatever opinion you want, but because I know you're a troll account and shit, and the back of your neck is probably a little discolored, that's why I was like, nope, not here. Not here, not never, no never. Right? I tell you, the only people that get mad when I put this pixelated nussy pic up here are people who have a nussy too. I am having a great day, Rebel. I have an even better day when I make conservatives cry. I'm telling y'all, that's the secret to this luscious black skin. If you make at least one conservative cry every day, it probably will get rid of wrinkles and fine lines. I'm sure. Yep. Just make one cry every day. You make one cry every day, man, you won't have a nussy. See, I don't have a nussy because I make at least one conservative cry a day. All right? Yep. Hey, Charlie, I'm gonna make sure. I was gonna make sure we didn't go full X, right? We do have an R rating. I'll give us that. But like I told you, there's no money for you to have health insurance. There's no money, right? No, I'm not on Red Note. I thought about joining it back when it was kind of a thing, but I'm not. But I am on Instagram. I'm on YouTube. I'm on Patreon. So click the link in my profile and you can go to my website and it'll show you all the places that I am. It's just links on there. Thank you so much, K-Steph. MAGA get mad at me because I got my side teeth. They mad because I've had real dental insurance all my life. What did they say? They get mad about that. They don't like it, honey. MAGA be on here yelling at me and ain't got a side tooth in sight. Ain't got a side tooth in sight. Just yelling at me. I'm like, the nerve. If you gonna yell at somebody, face them head on. Don't turn to the side, not if you ain't got no side teeth. Because then I'm going to be looking at you funny like you fussing at me. You need to be on working a part-time job so you can get yourself some side teeth. Mm-hmm. All they do is mess with me constantly. MAGA, MAGA, MAGA. But like I said, you don't have health insurance so Donald Trump can build a ballroom. And congressional Republicans agree with it. Good afternoon, dude. Good afternoon, beautiful. Congressional Republicans agree with it. They do not care. They do not care about you or your family at all. I'm just looking to see what else I see that's happening. Oh, I'm saving this for tomorrow when we talk about that tomorrow. You say, what did Biden do for 46 years? He didn't shit on himself like Trump did, Bama. Bye. Don't forget to write. Nobody cares. You will get blocked here. You will get blocked. That bread turned out wonderful on Saturday. Listen, I'm going to tell y'all something. I'm going to stop for a second. On Saturday, we do bread making. We're bread making this upcoming Saturday. And so this Saturday, I'm trying to decide which one we'll make. We'll either make chocolate chip banana nut bread or we're going to make cranberry walnut bread. One of the two. One of the two. But I made that garlic cheese bread and then I turned around and made Texas toast out of the leftover bread the next day. Let me show you a picture of it. Hold on, let me find it because I'm going to let you see it. This was the Texas toast. Hold on. This was the Texas toast the next day. That was the next day. Listen, and my bread pans came in today. Yep. My bread pans came in today. I am so excited. So my Pullman loaf pans, I got two of them. So I'm excited. I got a large one and like a smaller one. So I am so excited about it. So just so y'all know. So yeah, folks are saying do with the banana nut bread. So 9 times out of 10, I'm going to do banana nut bread. There we go. There we go. There's that nussy again. There's that nussy again. Joe Biden never had a nussy. Barack Obama didn't have a nussy. Bill Clinton didn't have a nussy. George Bush 2 didn't have a nussy. George Bush 1 didn't have a nussy. None of them people had nussies, but here come Donald Trump. Got enough nussy for every president. Hey from Canada. No problem, Kim. Listen, we still fighting here in America. Doesn't it remind you of Bofa? Oh, listen. Listen, listen. You know what it reminds me of, Dingo? What your washcloth looks like after you try to wash your neck. Bye, beloved. Don't forget to write. Oh, the MAGA men are so funny. Do you know the levels of unemployment involved with multiple troll accounts? I love to make MAGA do have to do that. No, I don't see anybody frozen. You say Trump is winning every day. He is, Kathy. He's winning so much. Get your ass in the fucking kitchen and make me a sandwich. Cut the edges off. I don't talk to fucking conservative women. Go have a baby, go clean something, or go cook something. The fuck you talking about? You ain't supposed to be talking politics. You's a woman. Stop coming in my live trying to talk about how you love Trump. Don't nobody give a shit. You're a woman. Nobody cares about your opinion. Isn't that what conservative men tell you every day? Then go cook something. Ooh, you're prepping cinnamon sugar bread. That sounds good. That sounds good. I gotta see one with the hair. Listen. Oh, I've seen. Look. I got another. Look. Look. They got some skims for the president's nussy. Oh, you know how the Kardashians they released those hairy undies. Well, they got one for the president's nussy. You might need to come out and come back in, dude. I know the other day TikTok pushed an update, so if you don't have that update, your TikTok gonna cut up a lot. I do bake cakes too. I do bake cakes too. But look at him, got that nussy all covered. Kim Kardashian is making sure the president has the coverage that he needs, and y'all know I don't even like Kardashian. But this is how you make America great again. You make America great again by covering up that nussy. That's how you do it. Because children shouldn't have to see this. They shouldn't have to see this. They should not have to see this. But I they get so mad with me, and maybe Maybe they should. And just ask you guys if you can keep tapping that like button. Tapping is clapping. I appreciate it, and hit that copy link for me. Copy link counts as a share. Now, I saw something earlier. Did y'all see that story about the GOP rep Tony Gonzalez from Texas? Did y'all hear about that? I was reading about that earlier. Did y'all read about that? You found your rice cooker. Good. Look, now you wondering about bread, girl. Bake you some bread. My bread pans came in today. Have y'all heard the stuff about Representative Tony Gonzalez out of Texas? Okay, this is what happened. So they're saying allegedly, okay, so dude, you heard some stuff about it. So they're saying allegedly he had an affair with his senior aide, this lady named Regina Alvarez, where she was found unalived after she supposedly doused herself with gasoline and set herself on fire for some strange reason, right? But what makes it really weird is the police are blocking the release of the 911 call, video, and records. Why? Kind of odd, right? People don't go around just setting themselves on fire. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? People don't just do that, right? Hey, Alan, good afternoon. People don't just do that. So it makes you wonder, don't it? Things that make you go, huh. Yeah, it seems like another cover up, doesn't it? It seems like another cover up. Just like James Comer saying in a press conference, I think it was yesterday, saying that Bill Clinton is actually in the files, the Epstein files. Then why won't they release the files? Let us just see it in the files. Let us read the files for ourselves. I don't want Congress to summarize it for me. Let me read it for myself. The victims have already said release the shit. Why? Because they don't trust them either. So just release the damn files. I don't understand the delay, except if they're trying to cover for the president, of which we know they are. Of which we know they are. But something for keep an eye on it. Yep. Release the files. Release the files. You know, I love the fake I love the MAGAs that come in and try to be fake Democrats. As a Democrat, release the files. Who says that? Says no liberal ever. Nobody says that. Except when MAGA trying to fake like they're a fucking liberal. Come on now. The only people say that is y'all. Y'all quantify everything by saying your party first. As a Republican, I believe in starving, feeding children. Shut up. Have you ever heard about the book Nobody's Heard? No, I've never heard about that. I have to look that up. Anybody in here from Alabama? Anybody in here from Alabama? Because if I got some folks in here from Alabama, I got some updates for you in regards to your accessibility to grocery stores. But Winn-Dixie is closing its last stores in Alabama. Hey, feminine, go cook something, beloved. I don't talk to conservative women. Look how she got blocked so fast. Poor little Tink Tink with that little fake ass account. I watch my comments, y'all. Try harder. Conservatives, they crying. You know what? I know what's going to make them cry. Hold on for a second, y'all. Hold on. There we go. They want to be upset. There's something to be mad about. I gave you something to be mad about. Okay? Hey, Zarvis, good afternoon. I gave y'all something to be mad about. Now you can be all outraged. Okay? Because your president's ankles and legs are still swollen. Nothing has changed. He just out here talking shit and doing the shit that he does. But nothing has fucking changed. Hey, good afternoon, beautiful. So be outraged at that. Since they so busy all over here on my live, all crashing out and shit. Now, I know I got some people in here from Florida. I know that I do. I read an article earlier today that said Floridians are heading towards economic disaster. And Wall Street is buying up Florida like crazy while y'all heading for disaster. Ron DeSantis and Republican leadership have run that state into the ground. Keith, I'm glad you have a good time. Listen, I like to inform, but I also like to have fun. And I love to troll the trollers. You know what I mean? Because they really ain't about the trolling. You understand? But for those of you who live in Florida right now, Florida is the second most distressed state in the union. I've told you this before. The first number one is Texas. Number one is Texas. Number two is Florida. Okay? Number two is Florida due to the debt that the residents of Florida have stacked up. Just so y'all know, the state saw a 23% increase in people with distressed bank accounts between 2024 and 2025. In addition, they say Florida holds the sixth highest overall share of people with accounts in distress at 7.3%. That means people ain't even living check to check in Florida. That means that they're overdraft. Before they even get to the next payday, they already upside down. And I've been there. I know what it's like to already be broke. Hell, before I get paid. I already know that before I get that check, that account already gonna be negative. It don't matter how much that check is. It's already gonna be bad. Because ain't enough money coming through to make it right. You understand? But that's how rich and powerful people want it to be. They want it so that you're constantly in distress. I'm telling you, that stress is killing you. I'm telling you. They want to make you sick and then not give you health insurance. Now I'm about to put another layer on top of it. Oh, you did, Tiffany. Congratulations to you. Let me know how that internet works out for you. Because that's a great price. But keep in mind, they're keeping y'all in distress with your money and your bills and your lack of pay. Then they don't give you health insurance. Hold up. And I'm going to put the cherry on top. Then they don't give you sick leave. Boom. So you can't even take a day off when you ain't feeling good. So you get more sick, more unwell. That's the thing. And see, this is the thing I need everybody to understand. If you're not in the 0.1%, rich people want everything we have. They would literally, if they could sell us oxygen without killing themselves, they would. They just haven't figured it out yet, but they gonna figure it out. They trying desperately. Do you understand? Desperately. Okay? Desperately. Rich people don't like you. They don't care about you. And so many working class people they fight so hard for rich people. You know why they fight hard for rich people? Because they hate being poor. As if fantasizing about being a rich person is going to make you rich. It don't work like that. It don't work like that. Not put the air in my mama name. Listen. You got to pay attention, y'all, to what they doing. Yep, poor people hoping for that trickle down. You're absolutely right, Sleepy. And let me tell you the only thing that's trickling down on y'all ass. Let me tell you what's trickling down. What's trickling down on you ain't money. It's warm. It's yellow. But it damn sure you can't spend it in no store. Some might get in your pocket, but you can't. It's not currency you can use nowhere. You understand? Nowhere. Wake the fuck up. Real talk. You need to wake up. Because if you have children, you're going to leave them in this world. And rich people, if you think rich people are bad to you, what you think they're going to do to your damn kids? Yep, and dude just made a great point. If you're on Medicaid or the ACA, try to fill your scripts for the next 3 months. Because, honey, you're going to be upside down. Government's still closed. People don't know if they're going to have insurance next year. Why? They're afraid to get afraid to get insurance in the marketplace. Why? Because the government is closed. Donald Trump and Republicans refuse to negotiate just so they won't give you health care. Thank you so much, K4. I appreciate that. But I'm concerned about the residents of Florida. It's the ones who don't vote for this type of shit. You understand? Now, in Florida, according to polling, they say 75% of voters say that inflation caused moderate or severe hardship for them over the past year, yet they still keep voting Republican. So I say these voters don't give a shit about hardship. They like suffering. I keep telling y'all, some of y'all got a trauma bond with your fucking government. That's why you keep voting for people that do shit to make your life harder. You're voting for people on purpose to fuck you over. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. You say now they're telling us Progressive is going to give $300. 300. That ain't no money. I'm just looking at all of this and I'm going, y'all, Florida's going to hit a huge crisis of people with no housing because Florida already has an affordability housing problem. You combine that with the elderly on a fixed income, with inflation and other bad local government policy, a recipe for fucking disaster. And the fact that the Canadians ain't coming back. That's a problem. That's a problem. I'm just telling you, that's a problem. Yeah, you know why DeSantis went to Progressive and begged them to give people $300. That ain't gonna help nobody ultimately. The bigger issue is an insurance problem in Florida that DeSantis and the rest of the government in Florida created. They created this problem. They need to fix it. You ain't gonna fix it by pacifying folks with a $300 check. It's like George Bush too. Y'all remember George Bush too? When he was got so much bad press because of the invasion on Iraq, where he sent everybody, all the families, $600 checks. We all got $600 checks with that bullshit, as if we was going to ignore all the money that was being spent to go over there to do an invasion on false pretenses. Okay. See, I keep telling y'all, Republicans, this is not the first time that they've attacked the American people for criticizing them when they have bad policy. See, y'all forgot during Bush 2. Bush 2 said you weren't a patriot if you didn't support their invasion on Iraq. Remember that? After 9/11, they justified the invasion of Iraq by going to NATO with lies and fake propaganda information, claiming it was something in Iraq that we found out later was not there, to do an invasion. And remember when the Dixie Chicks talked out about that? Remember how Republicans and conservatives turned on the Dixie Chicks? Did y'all forget? Because I didn't forget. I remembered how they turned on those women. The Dixie Chicks were darlings of the country music scene. Darlings. Darlings. And all because they had a difference of opinion that was different than Republicans at the time. The Dixie Chicks were blacklisted. That's what happened to them because I remember. Yep, Maribel, you remember. It was front page news. I remember that shit. Trump is not the first time that conservatives try to make you seem like you hate America when you don't agree with their fucking agenda. It's just worse than it's ever been before. That's all. That's all. Yep, they became the chicks because they got railroaded and dragged as the Dixie Chicks. I remember that. But folks, sometimes they have selective amnesia. This Republican Party is built on all that shit. That's how you got to this. That's how you got to these Cheeto ass ankles. Because the whole party's built on this shit. This isn't new. This is what I'm trying to get y'all to see. This ain't new stuff. I wish it was. And you could say some things Trump is doing unprecedented. Yes. But this party of vitriol, the party of hatred, the party that says you're not an American if you don't agree with me, that's Republicans. That's Republicans. I remember that shit. During Bush 2, oh, they was heavy on the propaganda. See, Trump and them are just more gutter with their shit. Bush 2 and them had a lot of fucking propaganda. See, now even Dick Cheney be like, oh, you even a little too racist for me. Shit. Wait a minute now. I got a couple black friends. Like the fuck? Dick is like, nah, you going too far. Like, get it together. You know what I'm saying? Because honestly, some conservatives that have been hate-filled for so long, even some of them, think of it. What's the guy's name? I forget the Joe Walsh. Fucking Joe Walsh acts like a liberal. I never thought I would see the day that I would agree with any fucking thing that Joe Walsh says. You know you have lost the plot when that happens. Hey, Carla. Yep, you know, look, Bush too said what Trump did is un-American. Bush is like, listen, it's okay to hate Americans, but damn, you're going too far. Hell, even Bush too hated Americans. If you spoke out against Bush too, that machine was coming at your ass. Between talk radio, Fox News, and White House, you know, the White House press secretary and the way they push their propaganda and shit, between all of those things, oh, they was coming at you back in the day. I remember. Folks forget. I do not. I do not. Yep, CNN. Yep. Yep, Rush Limbaugh was good for that shit. See you later, Stone Stoic. But I remember. That's why I look at all this stuff and I tell y'all, don't forget. Republicans, not even just Republicans, your elected officials count on you to have a short attention span. They want you to be ignorant about how your government works. All of that stuff. What he's fit for, Judy? It depends. I think so. You're right. There's nothing like seeing a man in Depends with a nussy. And swollen ankles on a Friday night to get a woman all turned up. Right? Ain't that right? Now, Judy, go make me a sandwich, beloved. Bye. I just wanted Judy to hear all that before she got the doorknob. What they say, let the doorknob hit you with a good Lord split you. Like, chill. Nobody. I told you, I knew this picture would make them crash out. I knew it would. MAGA takes this shit personal because they got the same type of fucking ankles. Don't believe me? Look at some of that old rally footage from Trump. Look at how all of them walk into the rally. They walk like this. When somebody walk like this, that mean them fucking foots, them goddamn trotters, and them fucking legs and knees is shot. When you see that shit like that, I call that the Ray Charles. When you see that shit like that, that lets you know their body is fucking shot. You heard me? Exactly, like ducks. Every store they go to, they looking for a fucking motorized cart. I don't like this store. They ain't got no carts in here. Yet, conservatives don't want to call it out. Thank you so much, Evelyn. Conservatives don't want to call it out that motorized scooters are gender affirming care for people who legs don't work no more. If your legs don't work no more, I'm like Drake, God's plan. The fuck? I want them to take your personal tales. Good. Oh, yeah, they get mad. Let them go. Say it again, God shall. Let them go somewhere and somebody done turned off all the escalators. Big Mama about to have a fit. Now, how are we supposed to get upstairs if they turn off the escalator? It's called walk, bitch. Like, what do you mean? Walk up the stairs. You put one foot in front of the other and you go up the stairs. They don't want to do none of that. You can't float. You can't fly. Like when they used to say Donald Trump was Superman. Not with those ankles you see above me. Up, up, and away, and nowhere he goes. Like, damn, president made no traction, no movement whatsoever. Now, y'all know I got to start wrapping up. Look, I got on a little early tonight because I got to take Bella Mae Jackson. She has to go to the vet. She's just getting her nails clipped. So I got to make sure that I do that. Listen, I wanted to remind y'all of something because y'all know I like to help y'all save money and get food. Don't forget to download the Too Good To Go app. Remember, I told you restaurants, grocery stores in your area, they sell surprise bags for pennies on the dollar for all the leftover food that they've cooked throughout the day that they need that is going to be discarded. They sell it for pennies on the dollar. I'm mad. I told y'all about it this morning. I dragged my damn feet. By the time I went back in there around 12 o'clock, all the goodie bags were gone for Bonchon. Damn it. I could have had me some Korean fried chicken tonight. Ah, I'm going to catch it tomorrow, though. I'm going to catch that shit tomorrow. So download the Too Good To Go app. Okay? Yeah, you have to be quick with that app. Time is important. The earlier, the better you reserve your bag. And I check some areas like Philadelphia, some of the grocery stores, you could get whole bags of produce, surprise bags of produce for $5. You can't beat that. My Panera in my area doesn't have bags. Not yet. They must be letting the employees take that bread home. Now, the last thing I want to tell y'all about before I wrap up this afternoon is listen. Remember, I did a video about it, and it's on my TikTok. But listen, a lot of people are paying almost $100 a month on internet service, right? If you want to save money on your internet, I'm telling you to go check out this right here, computersforpeople.com/shield. They're a nonprofit organization. Okay, they're a nonprofit. 100% of whatever it costs your internet goes right back into the nonprofit. They give computers to people who need them. They provide free internet service for people, but now they provide low-cost internet to everybody. You can get 5G high-speed internet for less than $15 a month. You could also pay $156 a month to get high-speed internet all year long. Boom. No hidden fees, no credit checks, no contracts, no nothing. You pay, you use. So if you want to save money on your internet, check this out. I wanted to make sure that I still had this paper from this morning, okay? I appreciate each and every one of you for being here with me tonight. Don't forget, Saturday morning, we making bread. On the 25th, we're talking about the movie Contagion right here on TikTok Live. On the 30th, we're talking about the movie The Substance. Can't wait for that. Right here on TikTok Live. Don't forget, I told you the newest episode of the Straight No Chaser podcast drops tonight at 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can watch it on Patreon, Spotify, YouTube. Check it out. Because you need to get your rest. Don't let society make you think you don't. I love you guys. I'm going to see you tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Look, we got 34,000 likes this afternoon. I appreciate that. I appreciate the shares. We got over 50 shares. Too Good To Go is the app. Yep, that's the other app you guys can check out, and this is the one for the internet. Okay? I appreciate you. Before I go, I want to send a shout out to my top 5 gifters because I do this every night. I appreciate each and every one of you. Just know that. Number 1, beautiful, my dog is Charlie. Thank you, beautiful, and thank you for help with the moderation today. Number 2, handsome Russ Nelson. Thank you so much. Number 3, beautiful Kimmy. Thank you so much, beautiful. Number 4, beautiful Trail. Thank you so much. Number 5, beautiful dude. Thank you so much, dude. And then a special shout out to Biting Dog. Thank you so much. Thank you to all the mods who helped me today. I will be back on here, like I said, tomorrow, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I love you guys. Have a great and beautiful evening. Don't let nobody live rent-free in your head. Don't feed no trolls, and you can accomplish anything you put your mind to as long as you stay consistent. Peace, everybody. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.